So, it's like 4 a.m. right now and I'm not very awake, but I see all of this propaganda that is brainwashing people, and it is really sad. I was one of the ones that fell for it in my 20s, and I took the birth control, didn't read the papers that came with it, the little, folded up into a tiny square that have a million words. And I just find it so crazy that we were literally trained not to reproduce. Like, if there was one thing in the 90s and the 2000s that we were taught, it was to not get pregnant. Now, if you took or take the birth control, they don't tell you that if you take these pills, it could make you unable to get pregnant forever. Which is a huge problem because they're not marketing it to you as like, take this and it will sterilize you. They're just saying, oh, take this and it will prevent pregnancy, but they're not actually telling you like the whole ramifications of these drugs. So I see this stuff going on where people are freaking out because they want to get an abortion and they have to drive to another state. Well, the easiest way for a demon to attach to a human. Now, demonic possession is a very real thing. I have proof and evidence, and I don't feel the need to share it because if you want to do your own research, you can. When you have an abortion, which I have never had an abortion, when you shed innocent blood on purpose, like, an abortion is different than a miscarriage. When you choose to go get an abortion, a demon can attach to you because you are shedding innocent blood. Now, there are people freaking out that they can't get abortions. You shouldn't want one. You should not want an abortion. I would never have an abortion because I took birth control pills and have had 9 miscarriages after taking Lutera, thanks to Planned Parenthood, who gave it to me for free. First red flag. If it's too good to be true, then it probably is. You cannot just get birth control pills and take them and think that there isn't some type of price that you're going to pay. Well, you're not getting pregnant, but what are those doing to your body? What are those doing to your internal clock? It's just really screwed up how we have young women freaking out that they can't go get an abortion if they need one. And they don't even know what an abortion is. They don't even know spiritually. So, and what's crazy is these women that are so scared to get pregnant, that are taking the birth control pills and all this stuff, a lot of them are already infertile from the vaccinations they got from Bill Gates's population control program. Because the school system, you have to get vaccinated to be in public school. Okay, so I was vaccinated in public school. Actually, I was vaccinated twice because my mom's a moron and lost the paperwork. And I remember being vaccinated, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to comply. I knew it was evil and wrong, and I remember my pedophile stepdad laid on me, held me down, and then the doctor vaccinated me. And I remember ever since then getting this really eerie, creepy feeling around doctors because I knew something was up. I knew something was not right. The evil scientists are real. And they are trying to play God. Doctors are not God. They want to have your faith in them versus your faith in your own ability to heal. It is illegal for them to prescribe something that cures you. So if it isn't a pill or a surgery, let's pretend you're a doctor and you help someone. Like, let's pretend you like tell somebody like, well, I can't prescribe this for you, but if you boil ginger in water and drink it every day, your heartburn will go away. I just made that up. That's not necessarily true. That's just an example. If a doctor tells you something holistic and the medical industry finds out that they cured you or fixed you or helped you with something that isn't a pill or a surgery, they will lose their job. And there is a law where they are It is illegal for them to cure you. It is illegal. So, before you fall for all the propaganda, before you freak out about needing birth control, why don't you make sure that you're not already infertile? Bye. Oh, go look up The Handmaid's Tale. Go look up Agenda 2025. Screw it. Why don't you backtrack and go look up Agenda 21? In 2014, I knew about Agenda 21. Agenda 21 just happened in 2021 when they rolled out the COVID shots. And God's children that have discernment saw right through the scam. Now, you know when somebody's trying to F you over and they're like, oh, I'll give you this bottle full of fountain of youth water that will make you live forever if you give me $5. And you're like, if I had a product that amazing, I wouldn't be selling it for $5. I would be selling it for, at least 20 to 100, maybe more. So it seems too good to be true. Probably is. Doctors do not have, and they're not empires of the earth. They do not know everything. And a lot of the stuff that they prescribe can be very harmful if you don't research everything about the drug, because they're not going to tell you when they prescribe you that birth control that it's the leading cause of heart attacks in women. Birth control is the leading cause of, like, do you think people would sign up to take it if they knew that? Absolutely not. If I was told in my 20s, oh yeah, here's Lutera, it'll prevent babies that you're already not going to have, but it could give you a heart attack, but we don't know if it will or not. Dude, I would run the F out of there. Like, they gave me the birth control for free in my 20s. Do you think I would have paid for something that could give me a heart attack? Are you crazy? And then we have these doctors talking about, like, oh, the COVID shots, they cause chronic exhaustion. But if you didn't get the shot, then you're at risk and you should still be protected. Dude, I would rather get COVID 25 times than get the shot and have chronic fatigue for the rest of my life. I just got rid of my chronic fatigue by doing a parasite detox. I don't need that from something man-made that's going to be even harder to get. Like, no thank you. No thank you. I'm like this close to canceling my health insurance because it's like I don't even want to be a part of this society anymore. I don't want to be a part of any of it. Why are humans so much on fucking each other over and scamming each other? Like Bill Gates, dude, like, congratulations, dude. You are like one of the most evil men on the planet for creating this thing that you try to force everyone into and make it really hard to be a part of. I'm done with society. I'm so good. I'm going to go live in a mountain in a trailer drill a well, bring my own Wi-Fi, and not have nothing to do with society because it's fucking depressing. Like, who wants to be a part of this? Oh yeah, let's just go scam each other and, accidentally kill each other with doctor prescribed. Like, who does that? Doctors back in the day actually helped people. And their number one thing they did to help people was parasite detoxes. But they didn't just diagnose people with shit and not help them. They got rid of the problem, the patient got better, and then they left. None of this stuff existed. None of these, and like the mental health industry, it's like all of these words that they're using, these fancy labels that they can slap on your forehead. It's all just a fancy way of saying these are the symptoms of demonic possession. Like, it's so clear to me. And the number one sign of demonic possession, lack of self-control. Anyone that I know that has been diagnosed with mental health issues, they have very low self-control. Like, I know my friend, I know her, and she is just not even able to have that control. And it's crazy. And, people that are possessed, like, not all of them, but a lot of them, are totally fine living in filth with dead bugs all over the place. Like, what? So you need to not fall into the trap of propaganda, because if they're getting you upset about abortions, you might not even want one. if you knew the ramifications of everything. And, you know, you can go do your research and you can find the proof online. And all it takes is, you know, Googling stuff and researching stuff. So it's really depressing that this is the world that we live in, where we're so brainwashed to go get these pills before we even know if, like, oh yeah, get on birth control, even though the vaccines we gave you sterilized you. Like, not worry about having kids. What a conundrum.